Hey, you guys, what's going on with y'all? Um, I hope you're having a blessed day. I hope everything's going good with you. Um, Sometimes on my channel, I like to talk about things, okay? So I am going to do some readings, but first, I wanted to address something that has really. I address it a lot. I used to when I would do these videos like on my Facebook or my Instagram years back, but um there's a lot going on. We know that, okay? There's a lot to be exposed. But there was a time when we all were younger and we didn't see what was really playing out in front of us. Um as the title of the video, there's so many people that have fell victim to an agenda that really didn't include them as their self. Um, what they are interested in, and I'm not really gonna drop names, okay? But what they are interested in is your gifts that you were given. Certain people were picked when they came into this world, what they possessed, okay, what they were giving, this God given talent. Now, some of these people have compromised that God given gift. And they walk in the door one way and they walk out another door in a whole new sense of being. That being could be you holding on to your God given gifts or holding on to what God gave you, plus a promise from someone that promises you riches, fame, fortune, uh, anything that you could imagine. Just be this vessel for me. Just push this for me. Now, I'm going to start with Michael Jackson here. Okay. Michael Jackson was given a gift of supernatural music ability. I mean, this man came out of the womb very magical because God touched him and knew. God touches people and says, "Sing for me." Sing musical ability, sing rap, poetry, whatever. Sing for me. Make beautiful orchestrated music for me. This is what you're going to do. He got started out very young being sacrificed. Because, first of all, I'm just going to break it down. And I don't, hey, these are downloads I get. This, I'm not sitting here saying, oh, yeah, if anybody's watching me try, hey, don't come over here messing with me. I know what I'm talking about. And the only time you get scared is when somebody doesn't know exactly, how do you know that? How would you know that? And my phone would ring. That's confirmation for me, okay? But Michael was sacrificed at a young age by his father, all right? They knew that Michael was the one. Randy, Tito, Jermaine, okay, yay. All right, now we have Janet. Now, Janet's a big star, but she does not have the power and the uh to shift. Okay, you see those videos when Michael's just standing there. Now, y'all, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. That they kind of make me laugh because I'll be like, "What are you? Y'all are wigging out." But Michael would just stand on the stage, and people would pass out. Michael had become a god. Okay? Now stay with me. Now, through those beatings and those whoopings of getting groomed in that way, Michael rose to stardom very, 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 very quickly. He moves on. Diana Ross comes up. Michael was in love with Diana Ross, okay? Now I'm giving y'all some input that man. Sometimes I don't do these videos because I just, I'm like, people, I don't want no trouble, but I just want to state some facts here. Michael was in love with Diana Ross. You could look in a man's eyes and tell when he loves someone. And he used to look at her in such a loving way to where it's like, hey, I feel like an innocent bystander here. I feel like an innocent soul. Like his eyes, his soul was clinging to her. I feel as though she had some part in why Michael was distressed as he was. Sure, we have things when we get older that plague us. He had the vitiligo. Is that what you call it, y'all? I don't want to. The skin condition. Um, just different things. I mean, arthritis from all his just magical dance moves, all this. So, I feel as though as time went on, and if you guys are not peeping what I'm peeping, then okay. But Michael slowly but surely turned himself into Diana Ross. Okay? Because there was something there that hurt Michael in that cycle of time too much. And it kind of sent him into a whirlwind, but yet trying to still keep himself together, and able to make music, to still appeal to the public eye. Okay. But after a while, Michael didn't want to do that. Michael went against Sony. Michael went after the powers that be and was not afraid to do that. Okay. I'm going to take you back to something else, but I'm going to go back to Michael, but it has every thing to do with this. Jerry Lee Lewis was talking to his manager. His manager asked him to basically hand over his soul for the riches and fame. Okay. We know Jerry Lee Lewis married his cousin. Yeah, yeah, we do. We do. We do. But then at the same time, why, after that man sat up there, he told his manager, no, I will not do that. I will not do that. They broke Jerry Lee Lewis down to the last compound to where that man said, you know what? I'll get on the train with you. Okay? Jerry Lee Lewis continued his career. All right. But little airplay, but not too much because he was unsure of it. But see, Jerry Lee, he died at an old age, at a age where, okay, natural causes, but he lived. All right. Now, back to Michael. Michael fought with the powers that be because Michael was tired of being enslaved. Okay? For him doing the work and them telling their self and telling him that it's theirs. You might have done it, but basically you're just a robot for the industry. to bring us more money, to influence more people to want to do the moonwalk and be famous like Michael Jackson, making people want to gravitate towards music because Michael has influenced them to be this musician. When all the time this man was making music, he was putting messages in them saying, this is not the type of life that you want. I don't even want to live this life. I feel like I am a slave. Which leads me to Prince. As if you do remember, he had slave on the side of his face, okay? Because they are industry slaves that one day have to pay that ultimate price for the sacrifice of one's soul. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Michael fought for a long time. But Michael knew deep down they were coming. Michael was threatened numerous times, okay? Numerous times. And you know how sensitive Michael was. So Michael was kind of scared, but then again, he was in the I'm going to fight for my right. I'm going to fight because, I'm a Virgo, okay? And he's a Virgo, and I know how Virgos are. We're going to stand up and we're going to fight and we're going to say what we have to say in a very intellectual way. And that's how Michael was handling it. He was not handling it like, oh man, That's why it's so easy for these young uh, people to get into the music industry now and get snuffed off or just all the way engulfed in the image that they want you to be in and what is put inside of them. Let's just say it like that. Bye bye. Okay. That is so crazy because they want to capture people. When you get the money, you get the power. When you get the power, you get a bloodthirst. Not knowing that to get the money was very defiant. And Michael went through so many head trips here. He had been played with so much. Like I said, the Diana Ross situation, just everything. And it's like, why did he marry Lisa Marie Presley? That was some type of publicity stunt. That wasn't even something that Michael nor her wanted. I mean, they didn't sleep in the same bedroom. Now, these are downloads that I'm getting as I'm just talking because I just want to get this out because I feel so sorry that they had to go through that and that they had to be obligated to a certain way of living. Michael never got to be a child. So with him helping children out, now I'm gonna break it down to you like this: that he's helping children out. He loves children. He had Neverland Ranch. He let the little children come out and play, pet the animals, ride the rides, have a good time. He enjoyed watch them being kids. And he, okay, granted, yes, you are a little too old to be having slumber parties with little kids, but this is how Michael moved and grew. Now, with all these sexual allegations, assault and all that, Michael didn't do it. I don't care who does not agree with me. Okay, I don't care if you agree, if you disagree. All right, Michael didn't do that. I really don't feel that because for him not to be a child, it made his heart happy to see another child happy and get those moments of laughter and enjoyment and just being around other kids and having a good time and amusing and feeding their minds. He liked that. So, what would be the best thing to do to him if he goes against us? Oh, I know. We'll hire people to say they were abused by Michael and that he really did this. We have people, because man, hey, if you ain't right, all money ain't good money. If you ain't right, you gonna be like, yeah, give me the yeah, $10,000 to say what? Yeah, yeah. I put a diaper on him, and it's a grown man. Now you got the thing going around talking about I put diapers on Michael Jackson. I'm just saying, but that was a low blow, and that made this man sick. For years, he went through and beat that and was like, you know, oh my goodness, what he had to have went through. You know, he needed a strong dose to sleep at night. He's been doing this for a long time. That just wasn't the first round of that. He's been doing that for a long time, and then the whole thing of all of a sudden the doctor was there. Off-brand people were around Michael. Michael was used to having people that's been with him for years around him. But that day that Michael passed away, there were some off-brand people around him. People he did not trust, people he did not really know. There was a few familiar faces, but not a lot. So after all that fighting, trying to make things that he created, his magic, his gift, they were going to get it one way or the other. Either you want to lay down and stay there and let us do what we got to do, and if you try to rise above and let anyone know what really is going on and what you really are, hey. So Michael knew it was coming. He said it a million times, okay? And he felt it a million times that they was coming after him, all right? And they finally got him. But the funny thing is that Farrah Fawcett passed away on the same day as Michael Jackson, and that was very much so overlooked. And you know why? Because Michael Jackson passed away, and he's the biggest star ever. But what price did Michael have to pay for that, y'all? His life. You're being celebrated. Your music is blaring everywhere. Everybody was playing Michael, y'all. When everybody went crazy and was playing what's that song? I can't even think of what it is. Mama say, I'm Michael song. That was playing all over. Michael Jackson. But wait a minute, Farrah Fawcett passed away the same day though. She battled cancer for the longest. But the world is a stage. Its most important players gets played because that's where the money's coming from. Farrah wasn't making any. She didn't have no. Do you get what I'm saying? But she's Farrah Fawcett. Come on now. Y'all know the beautiful blonde hair, Charlie's Angel. That is freaking Farrah Fawcett, who battled cancer for a long time and finally succumbed to her death. But that was overlooked. Bam. Let's go to uh, Prince. Hmm. Prince is a very knowledgeable and intelligent person. He owned his music. He would not work for anyone or with anyone that did not own their music. There was reasons behind this. You know, they really didn't like Prince. The powers that be did not like Prince because they said he was too smart for his own good. And this man being smart for his own good, he knew what was up. He got his music, locked it in his vault. Now, they felt like maybe he was one of the ones that got away. But as I said, the slave, that was a mockery. That was mocking them because Prince is like, I'm not your slave. I'm ahead of the game. And they're sitting there like, yeah, okay, well, yeah. You have to be careful with unfamiliar faces. Actually, before Prince had passed away, um, in Illinois, in the Midwest here, he was headed home, Midwest. They said he died when they took him to the hospital here. Okay? Damn, he's back alive. They felt they failed. Hmm, okay. But like I said, with unfamiliar faces and unfamiliar visitors, things like that, nobody can get in that compound without, a buzzer, without letting someone know that, hey, I'm outside, I'm on my way. Prince was found dead in an elevator. Prince didn't like elevators. He was scared of them. And I don't know why that he had an elevator in his house, but okay, maybe he wasn't scared of the height of it. Maybe he's scared of how far up some elevators go, but he doesn't care for elevators. And then if you would notice in one of his songs, he said, I won't let the elevator break us down. Okay. They're real funny. I mean, those of us that can pick through, that was a mockery to find him in an elevator gone. Mockery. Think about it. Because he mocked them with that slave. They said, oh, okay. Okay. Elevator, huh? Now, that's two of this trinity, as they call it. Let's go to the third, Whitney. Whitney Houston was very defiant. Clive Davis worked with her, everything, yeah. But she was a very defiant type of person. She did what she had to do because she loved what she did. She felt like it was hard work, but she did it. But as Whitney got older, and started doing what she was doing, okay, I don't judge anybody. She was doing what she was doing, okay? Whatever, Whitney. Okay? That's her form of a good time. Let's just say it like that, okay? Actually, Bobby Brown wasn't the first person that gave her drugs, okay? But when she got with him, she picked up the habit a little more. Because, I mean, them combined, I mean, why not? Hey, we're rich, we're sitting here, we're not doing nothing, let's get high, that type of. But the thing about Whitney is, Whitney Houston uh, bought. I'm trying to decipher this now. It's coming and messing me up. Whitney Houston made Clive Davis so much money with her being alive. Oh, Whitney has a drug problem. But see, farther down, if you pay attention to some of Whitney Houston's interviews and things like that, you can look into her eyes and see that there was this sinking going on because she knew. She knew. Whitney always kept God in her life. She depended on him for a lot of things. She prayed a lot. And it just went into, y'all remember when actually Michael and Whitney were the same, this was a Michael Jackson tribute thing or something. And Whitney was so skinny, she looked like, honey, if she went outside and just a smooth breeze went by her, she'd break. But everybody noticed this. Everybody talked about it. Everybody said, "Oh my Lord, why you? Oh no, you can't be humiliation for your defiance." Now, y'all, if I'm making sense, hey, give me a like if I'm making sense because I'm making perfect sense. It's just that the powers that be don't want you to know any of this information. That was a humiliation episode right there. Okay, we humiliated you. Now we really want you to bow down. But they thought they had her knocked off then. They're like, okay, they saw her on the tribute. She looks all messed up. We got her. Let's get her. It's got to be within a week or a month. Okay? They'll believe it now. But no, Whitney did her thing, prayed, got herself together, got back on out there, regardless of the situation. Now, I'm not saying Mr. Davis like this because I feel that he was trying to get her to just kind of, you need to relax, you need to get better. So we can keep her out the way so people think she's just really, really gone on it. And then we can strike. But no, 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 no. But then Mr. Davis says she hasn't made us enough money yet. We need more. Let's get some more money. Then we'll go with the plan. Because can't nobody sit here and tell me that Mr. Davis didn't have anything to do with that. Which, bam, let's fast forward to when this happened to Whitney. Now, you have some people out here that were like, I was wondering when this was going to happen to Whitney. And then there was people like, Because let me explain how the people like, are and what they're thinking. They are thinking, mm-mm, BS. Because you know why? Why would you have a whole awards show party, whatever, when one of your greatest artists is laying upstairs and being carried out? A sacrifice and a humiliation ritual. For being defiant. And you know what? That note that Whitney gave to, was it Brandy? Yeah. I'm saying, I think they're gonna kill me. I'm scared. Next day, Whitney's in the tub, passed away. Brandy's brother happens to be with her, I'm guessing, at that point in time. Make it make sense. Anyway, that was a humiliation and a blood sacrifice, a ritual. Because there's no way. I'd have been totally beside myself, if not even by myself, if one of the greatest artists I mentored all this time, and I've known this individual since they were a child. I wouldn't have been able to conduct myself to do any of that. I'd have been like, I'm canceling everything tonight because y'all know why I'm canceling this, because I am in my feelings. Three. That's the Trinity right there. Them three, you take them out, it's going to be the most money. We got them. We got them. Now, artists that could not take the whole I have been abused by the industry, those are the ones that have committed suicide. Those are the ones that are getting strung out on drugs, don't know. The ones that are defiant are the ones that are getting shot and killed and took out. They are the ones that are getting jail time, embarrassment. But the ones that agreed and that are not defiant, they continue to work with this schedule. They humiliate themselves, okay? All the time. And you see it, it's right in front of your face. And you know what? Y'all, let me tell y'all something about Kate Middleton has been missing. That's literally what it is. She's missing. She's not missing. She's not missing. She's there, but it's not her. Like, I'm not going to speak too much on this one because this one runs deep. There's a lot I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. Okay. She had an incident to where she had her fingers, she said she was doing some type of trampolining with the kids. Seemed to have fell, and first of all, I can't see you trampolining. I'm sorry. What you say? I'm sitting here trying to think about her on a trampoline, and I just don't feel that. But she might have been. But quiet is kept when these are royals. You're not going to spread the business. Oh, I'm getting thrown around and tossed around at home, mentally, emotionally abused, because if I'm hit, then those bruises will show. Then I think Miss Kate found out something that she wasn't supposed to know. And I feel like it was something concerning her late mother in law. So, no, Kate's not missing. Kate's there, but she's missing. Okay, let's leave that alone. But anyway, you guys, I just wanted to express myself about how I was feeling because it is a lot going on. And I feel like this generates back to one person, even two. Um, One person that's standing up, and the humiliation is going to be in the worst way I see for this man. I'm not going to say any names, but this man, he speaks out and he does not care. We know what's going on. Kanye's protected by his mother, okay? Kanye is spiritually protected by his mother because she knows, of course. But when they get him, it's going to be humiliation at its worst. And it's going to be at a time when even he cannot defend himself. Because dead men can't talk, can they? But that's just my opinion and outlook. Okay? So, you guys, thank you for listening to my little weird download. I don't know. It's just like when I'm told to speak, I speak. Okay? So I had to speak on that because it's bothering me because I'm so tired of seeing people's lives just put to shame because they didn't want to bow down. And those that bow down, there's, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. Those that bow down, that are defiant of God, because you feel like it's better over here than over there on God's side. Because on God's side, you're going to have to struggle a little bit. You're going to have to plant your feet firmly on the ground and be able to walk forward, be able to stand up, but know that He is there and He is behind you and He supports you every inch, every millimeter, everything of the way. I don't know what you're talking about, okay? But I know God is good and He got your back. And that's just how it is. You have to learn how to love yourself and make things come together over here on God's side. But over here, everything's given to you. No hard work. But see, for that, no hard work and just it coming to you, do you know how great that price is at the end? All right, y'all. I'll holler at you. Bye bye. Keep God first.